One of the most important questions that we can ask when studying World War II is, why did the Allies win? The answer to this question seems obvious. They were the best, or they were the good guys. But the answer to this question is much more complex than it may seem at first. When looking at the factors that influenced Allied victory, they can be separated into two categories: technology and mobilization. Today, I will be focusing on technology, with a specific focus on the land-based technology employed in the European theater. One of the most crucial Allied technologies deployed in Europe was the American medium tank, the M4 Sherman. The design for the Sherman was proposed on August 31st, 1940, as a replacement for the aging M3 Lee medium tank, and to serve as a versatile and flexible counter to Axis tanks. The Sherman M4 medium tank is 19 feet 2 inches long, 8 feet 7 inches wide, and 9 feet tall. It weighs 33.4 tons, making it able to cross most bridges and operate on most roads and terrains. Its 400 horsepower Continental R975-C1 gas-powered engine gave it a top speed of 24 miles per hour and an operational range of 120 miles. It was protected by 19 to 91 millimeters of welded armor and was armed with a 75 millimeter main cannon, one 50 caliber Browning M2 HB machine gun, and two 30 caliber Browning M1919A4 machine guns. While the stock firepower and armament may seem underwhelming when compared to the 88 millimeter guns and sloped armor of the German Tiger II, a key attribute of the Sherman was its modular design. Various models of Shermans were produced, like the M4A3E3 Jumbo Sherman, with increased armor and firepower, Shermans fitted with duplex drive for amphibious operations, Shermans fitted with R3 flamethrowers for clearing out enemy bunkers and pillboxes, Shermans fitted with a howitzer 105 millimeter main cannon, and the Sherman Firefly fitted with a British 17-pounder anti-tank gun. The effect of these modified Shermans was pronounced in Allied tank divisions, especially those of the British. The effect of the Firefly in particular is described by historian John Keegan when he depicts the situation of British tank strength. The British divisions of 1944 were dependent on the American Sherman for their main tank strength, but the Sherman too had defects. Though fast, reliable, and easy to maintain, it burns readily and lacked gunpowder. Britain's most successful contribution to the Anglo-American armored capability is to fit its fearsome 17-pounder anti-tank gun to specially adapted Shermans, called Fireflies, which provided British armor divisions with their principal, if not only antidote, to German heavy armor in 1944-45. But despite these advancements in firepower and armor, the key element of the Sherman's contribution to Allied victory was the sheer number of units that could be produced. This was key, as the German tanks were widely considered superior in one-on-one tank engagements, so the Shermans had to be produced in vast quantities. The American industry was more than able to comply with this demand, outpacing the overstretched and resource-starved German economy. This is highlighted by Keegan's depiction of American production in 1944. The great merit of the Sherman, and a tribute to America's industrial power, was that it could be manufactured in quantity. In 1943-44, the USA produced 47,000 tanks, almost all Shermans, while Germany produced 29,600 tanks and assault guns. This gave the Allies a vast numerical advantage over the Germans, because while German tanks could eliminate any Allied tank one-on-one, even the mighty Tiger could not stand up to the mobility and combined force of dozens of Shermans. In closing, one of the key technologies responsible for the Allied victory was the M4 Sherman medium tank, which with its mobility and versatility, combined with the vast number that could be produced, helped win the ground war in the European theater.